Grace and peace, family. Hope everybody's feeling blessed today. I wanted to get on here real quick and talk about a topic that is really important to me, and it is the feminine community. We are so lacking of support in each other in this feminine community. Recently had a friend post about the fact that she doesn't get support and engagement from females on her business, and that she gets reached out to more so by men who are looking for training, men who are looking to better themselves, and not the women. And it threw me into a state of contemplation where I was actually thinking about the fact of where it started from. Where did this stem from? And why can't we get on board with community with each other? As women, as females, all going through the same stages or have been through most of the stages that another woman is going to go through. And I got to where it stemmed from the times where men would go away to wars. And when husbands returned, of course, those women were happy that their husband returned. But when husbands were killed and they were not returned, those women suffered. They were treated as less than. They were shunned by their communities as if they were rejects because they lost their spouse. And even victimized by the masculine energies because they sought to take advantage of them. And the feminine energies sought to make themselves feel more empowered by watching their diminish. And it created a mental generational curse among females, where asking other women for support became something that you didn't want to do because you were worried about being victimized because it was happening so frequently. And we've carried that within our genetics all through this time, where we now need support and we refuse to ask other women for support. And it's rightfully so, because the women that you would need to ask for support may not offer it to you. They may just look at you as if you are less than, treat you as such. And so you'd rather suffer by yourself. You'd rather struggle. And it should never have to be this way. The strength in the woman, especially in community, because the feminine aspects rules over community. It really does. So, when you see these cliques, I'm sorry to say, of masculine energies where, bros over, I'm sorry, the fact that y'all clicking up against somebody else, that's feminine energy. So bros over nothing, to be honest. But another topic for another time. Feminines are community. We build community. We build the household. You cannot have a solid household without a feminine energy. And yes, both females and masculines both have this feminine energy within them. But you need it. It is the nurture energy. There should not be so many women who don't have a partner, but don't have anyone they can rely on either. Especially when there's another woman who's going through that same thing. You don't need a husband. You have a sister wife. That is a community. And it really would behoove us to start building a community that allows women to flourish, allows her to stay in her feminine energy while she empowers another woman who stays in her feminine energy. And they both bloom together and cohesively raise the children. Because there's that stigma of children, should be raised by, how does it go? It takes a village to raise a child. It is true. That is how you cultivate universal thoughts in children. They need to be exposed to others who have done different things or felt different things or been in different places, so that they can integrate those thoughts into their soul fragments and they can develop healthy and universal mindsets. Not just think, I think like this because I came from the hood. I'm from the Bronx, so this is how I am. No, you're way more than just the Bronx. You're way more than where you came from. You're way more than what your household showed you. It's exposure that allows you to tap into that and become your best self and see the things that are ahead of you that you can't see for yourself. So let's get this conversation going. Are you a woman who feels isolated on your path? Are you a woman who does not have support? Are you a woman who is lacking strength, and because you don't want to be looked at as a weak person, you keep that held in and bottled in, and it's just causing you depression? Because if you are, reach out to a woman who you think is strong. My DMs is always open. Love and light and peace.